Before I get too far, oh, easy there, big fella. You got a nest here somewhere? Hi. Before I get too far here, I should probably plan ahead. Does anybody know the number to 911 just in case? Come on, fatso, keep on going. So that's what the view looks like from one of these. I used to have a couple of these back in the day. Whoa! Whoa! What the hell? What the hell am I doing in this thing? I don't know, the door was open, so I just thought I'd check it out. Pretty fancy looking. Look at the size of this thing. Holy jumping. Big bonk. Wow. So this is what room is all about, hey? That's different. Pull to apply, push to release. Huh. That's interesting. Where's the stick thing here? What the... Huh. Fancy. Everything's kind of wrapped around you. Yeah, I literally I was going for my walk and I just thought I'd come by looking at these things, and it looks nice. Got an inverter, it's got plug-ins there. Looks kind of funky looking, you know, all these new Volvas. And, wow. I don't want to get too crazy because I don't want to get arrested, know what I mean? That's what you need though, is more storage. Well, I would definitely be kicking those drink holders there all the time. You go to get out, yeah, I'd always be hitting that with my foot. Huh, fancy. Where's the gauges? There's like no gauges. What the heck? Feels sturdy anyway. Not like a shaker. Look at that windshield though. Holy cow. What's this stuff around it here? What is this? All these lines going here. Defrost or something? Or is that your radio? What do we got up here? Okay, we got lights. More storage. Huh. Fancy. What's with this yellow? Huh. Oh. Nice. You know, you got this thing here. That's for your IFTA sticker, right? Look where they put it. Okay. The VNL 860. Huh. Michelin X-Line 11R 22.5 tires. So those are what, about $1,000 each? Look at the size of this thing. Holy cow. Look at the size of these fairings. Like, that'd be torn off in no time. How do you get in here? Oh. Okay, that'll be broken. Oh. Yeah, that'll be broken and held on with a bungee cord. Okay. They're fancy looking, but look at this thing. Huh. I mean, the hood is pretty narrow. It's pretty low to the ground, though. I don't know. That looks expensive. Once you start banging around with that thing, that's what's gonna happen. It's tall, though. But yeah, I literally just went and pulled on a door. I just wanted to see what was inside, and it was open. Fancy. Huh. Alright, let's carry on. Early start to the morning, just out here getting the load washed. This way we don't have to tarp the thing. We bring it down here. If it gets dirty or salt on it, we wash it up and it's good to go to Japan or wherever it's going. Good deal. Good morning. Well, there she be. It's a beautiful morning, about -4. Just enough to have everything be frozen. No mud. For a couple hours anyway. So I got some beam on here, 60 footers hanging off again. Got the light loaded at the dock. They got lots at the dock, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Now I don't know why, but I thought, so you'll see guys hauling this stuff and they'll put 7 straps here and then 7 straps at the front and nothing in the middle. I thought you had to have 2 within the first 10 feet and then a strap every 10 feet after. That's what I thought. Like if they get past the scale and that's allowed, I don't understand why. Wouldn't you want also have straps in the middle? I don't know. This is how I do it. So it looks clean. All uniform, all the same. No pieces of that is going anywhere. Not moving a muscle. Me neither. My muscles are aching. I don't know why. I must get in fights when I'm sleeping. I don't know what the heck. I don't know why. But here's what she looks like. Oh, now you're working. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Wiring issues. Lovely. My favorite. Not. Alright. We got trucking to do. Let's get rolling. Well, the cleanup, which is our favorite part, right upside there was right alongside wiring, has begun. We are here. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as they say it's going to take. They got a crane down, so yeah. Come on, we got stuff to do. Well, the bills are signed, but the stuff is still on the trailer. It's gonna be a while with one. I got 2 trucks in front of me here. Once they start unloading, it won't take that long. But this is kind of why one of the reasons I got out of full truckload stuff, because waiting, especially around here, because you can never get paid for it, and it's a problem. It's a problem. I've been pretty good so far, but I just haven't showed you a lot of stuff. I've waited 4 hours at some place to get a load. Some of those crazy LTL loads I've been hauling. I go to 3 places, load no problem. I go to one place, 4 hours to load like 20,000 pounds. Terrible. Terrible. And these guys are just telling me here, these other drivers, that here you're looking at it 5 hours easy to unload. Who pays for that? Hopefully it's into the rate and you can work with it, but yeah, now I remember one of the reasons why I wanted to get away from this full truckload stuff. But positive, gotta stay positive. It'll work out. It'll all work out in the wash. Well, we got her all empty there. We're gonna go reload some pipe. I don't know if you can take a look, and maybe that's why I'm having such trouble. Can you see the bow in the trailer? See how it takes off more at the back end. The bow is more up by these boxes here, or kind of where my dunnage rack is, so it's just on the front side of half, so it makes it a little difficult to get the weights just right. But anyway, that's just me complaining. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Know what I'm saying? Whew. We're getting crazy here. 5 tiers, 30 foot. Pretty good operator. Easy touch. It's tough because you can't see what he's doing. He's just going by direction from a guy behind him there. So there we go. Oh, hold on. Tough to get out when you're at your max reach. There you go. All right. 3 more. It's like Pipe Alley or something. I don't know. Anyway, here's what she looks like all finished here. Oh, she's a monstrosity. But that's piling pipe for you. You load her up there. A lot of it was a lot of tiers. And hey, I got the weights right. Crazy, hey? So no, that's not 60 foots underneath. It's 30 foots with a break in the middle. Where's the break? Right here. So it's 2 sets of 30, and then the rest is 30s and 36s and 33 foots. So the key is to make sure all your winches line up with where the pipe, you want the pipe to be. So luckily I had enough, and it's kind of all sort of even pressure on all parts. Some of them only have 3. 1, 2, 3. I always like to leave at least 4 for the top tier, and then like the 3rd tier I like to put 4 on, because that's kind of the middle. That's the one with a lot of the strength. Bottom one has 3, 4, 3, 4, and then these bottom ones all have 3 on that set of 30 and 3 on that set of 30, for a total of, I don't know, I got to take my boots off to count that high. So let's get going. We're going to FSJ, BC, Fort St. John, BC. Just cruising on the road to Grand Prairie, but we're not going to Grand Prairie. We're going to Fort St. John, and it's very windy. You see by them clouds, we got some waves of clouds rolling in. That's kind of cool. Back in the day, I was taking this highway in an old international cab over. I believe it was 1984. And this used to be 2 lanes. It's 4 lanes now. As you can see, the other cars over on the other side coming. But before, it used to be just the 2 lanes we got here. And coming up here in Segudo, this is the moose incident. So I'm in a cab over, hauling ass. I think I was going to Fort Nelson eventually. Flying through here, it's dark. And I see something to the left just catch my eye. So right out of the left, I'm sitting here looking at the road like this. All of a sudden something catches my eye like this. I look like this, and it's a moose coming out of the ditch. He's crossing the lane that's going this way. And as I'm going by, I'm looking in the mirror like this. And all I see, here's the moose, okay? He's coming up, and I go like this, and he stops. Just as my trailer goes boom, right by him. He stops right there in the lane. I didn't hit him. And then I'm looking in the mirror and I flick on the backup lights, and all I see him kind of go like this and look my way and then look this way, and then he carries on. It was almost like he goes, "What the hell was that?" It was pretty funny. Woo, that was close. That wouldn't be fun, hitting one of them in a cab over. Oh, he was a big dude too. So I remember seeing him. Cab overs are tall, and I remember seeing his head coming up out of the ditch, you know, at the glass height. Oh, so lucky. So man, I'll never forget that one. Look in the back here, and it looks like he just stopped as I go right by him like that. I must have squeezed his nose whiskers right off his face. Blew him right off. Every place needs to have a mascot. You might as well have a big beaver as yours. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Make sure you stop and smell the beaver once in a while, guys. We were just stopping to check out the big beaver. We're in a place called Beaver Lodge, so we should have a big beaver. Anyway, we're all done. We're empty. Cut the axles up, and we're hoofing her to Grand Prairie, gonna load some lumber, and we're gonna take it to Calgary. Gonna load some lumber to Calgary, which is totally different. This is good. I went up to FSJ, Fort St. John. I haven't been to Fort St. John in a long time, like maybe 15 years. Highway's still the same. 2 lanes. I didn't show you any of it. Fort St. John's grown a lot though, but yeah. We're gonna grab some lumber and we're gonna head out and see what happens next. Alright? Yeah. Beaver, eh? That's a big beaver, alright. Got a story for you. For the end of the video. So back in the day, no gray hair to be found. Back in the day, me, a buddy, and his girlfriend, we hitchhiked through BC. Had no problems getting picked up, the 3 of us. I don't know, 2 guys and a girl, no problem. Had our backpacks on. We were roughing it, living in tents, going all over the place. But we went to these islands called the Gulf Islands. So they're in between Vancouver mainland and Vancouver Island. There's a chain of islands in there called the Gulf Islands. Awesome. Beautiful. Take ferries to them. So yeah, I can't quite remember how. There's a couple of rides I remember, and this is a story about one of the rides, but we got everywhere and we had no problem getting rides. I don't remember all of the rides we took, but so I think we're on this island called Saturna Island. And we're gonna make our way. We've already been up there. We got a ride. I think it has a national park on it, and we camped out next to the ocean. Awesome. It's beautiful, right? Hung out for a day or 2. So now we're going back to the ferry. Hold on here.
Morning, boss.
Hi.
When they go over, you back over more. So this guy behind you can come on this side.
Oh, why doesn't he just pull in here?
No, because if the loader got to
Oh,
go here.
okay, sure.
Right.
Sounds good. Whole kerfuffle on the go here. Hold on. All right, crisis averted or averted. So anyway, hitchhiked all around British Columbia. Well, Lower Mainland and the island and the Gulf Islands. So we're hoofing her because we can't get a ride on Saturn Island. That's the only problem with getting rides on these islands because there's not a lot of people that live there. So anyway, we're walking along and we hear this thing coming. So we turn and look, and it's this old paddy wagon. Now I don't know if it's my memory's a little sketchy, but here's how I picture it. It looks like the one from that movie Jeepers Creepers. Take a look. Now, isn't that scary looking when you're young? So, of course, they're like, and there's just one guy driving it, right? So he pulls up and goes, "You guys need a ride?" Yeah, that'd be great. So we go to get it. He goes, No, get in the back. Get in the back? Okay. So, of course, because they're two together, so they're a couple. So, the lone guy, he's got to go. So, all right, Tank. Go open that door. You're the first one. You're going to take the shot. Or they're going to grab you or say, "What? You stop for this guy?" Anyway. So I get up to the door. And I'm like, now or never. Crank it open. And it's full of gray hairs. It's full of like 70 and 80-year-olds. And they're drunk. They're all drinking. "Hey, come on in." Brought us in and we're drinking and taking shots and having fun. Yeah, they were going down to the pub. It was good times. That's why you gotta get out there and check out the world. Otherwise you'd miss out on good stories like that. Take care. Bye for now. Good times.